just do not understand it anymore. I flew last week, packed my usual carry-on bag, the exact same one I have used since 2019, and the gate agent pulled me aside and charged me $85 to check it. No warning, no explanation, just a demand for my credit card.
That is because the rules have changed right beneath your feet. In 2026, airlines have quietly rolled out an entirely new infrastructure designed to extract fees at the boarding gate. As a former airline operations manager, I can tell you that the friendly gate agents are now operating under strict, quota-driven algorithms. They are keeping 7 highly guarded secrets about carry-on restrictions that are designed to catch you off guard.
7 secrets? But I look at the baggage sizer bins every time. My bag fits perfectly. What else could they possibly be looking for?
Secret number 1. The sizer bins are no longer just measuring dimensions. They are secretly weighing your bag. You see, airlines realized that passengers were cramming 60 pounds of gear into regulation-sized shells. Now, the floor of the sizer bin is equipped with hidden tension plates. If your perfectly sized carry-on rests in that bin and exceeds the unadvertised 35-pound limit, a silent red light flashes on the agent's podium screen. They will tell you it must be checked for weight distribution safety, but truly, it is an automated revenue generator.
Are you serious? I always pack heavy to avoid checked bag fees. How are they even targeting people before they reach the gate?
That brings us to secret number 2, pre-boarding smartphone surveillance. When you check in at home using the Airline app, you are often asked to scan your passport or do a quick face verification. What the terms and conditions hide is that the app uses your phone's spatial camera to measure the luggage visible in the background or near your feet. It creates an augmented reality footprint. If the app detects a bulky bag, your boarding pass is marked with a hidden digital flag. The gate agent gets a notification to audit your luggage before you even say hello.
That sounds deeply invasive. It feels like they are treating us like suspects instead of paying customers. Why go to such extreme lengths?
Think of the modern airport like a high-end luxury casino. When you walk into a casino, everything feels glamorous, brightly lit, and perfectly designed to make you feel like you are in control. You think you are playing a fair game, but the house has carefully calculated the odds down to the microscopic level. They track how long you linger at the tables, the patterns of your bets, and the exact moment you are likely to fold. The airlines have adopted this exact same model. The boarding area is the casino floor. The gate agent is the dealer, and your luggage is the chips. They do not need to steal from you. They just wait for you to unknowingly trigger a micro rule that heavily tips the odds in their favor. By the time you reach the jet bridge, the house has already extracted its margin, and you have no choice but to pay up if you want a seat at the table. It is a brilliant, invisible trap.
Okay, so if hard-shell bags are triggering weight sensors and apps are spying on us, I will just use a soft duffel bag. You can squish those into anything.
Do not do that. Secret number 3 is the soft shell expansion trap. Airlines anticipated the shift to soft bags. Notice the new boarding pillars you walk between when they scan your ticket? Those emit a low-level laser grid to measure volume, not just fixed dimensions. If your soft duffel bulges out by even half an inch on the sides while you are walking, the laser flags it as dimensionally unstable. They will pull you aside and force a gate check fee because they claim an unstable bag will shift during turbulence and block the overhead bin door.
So they are literally measuring the air around my bag. What happens if I finally make it onto the plane? Am I safe then?
Far from it. Secret number 4 is the most shocking. Welcome to dynamic overhead bin pricing. On newer 2026 aircraft, The overhead bins have microscopic radio frequency scanners. The moment you place your roller bag into a bin located over the premium economy seats, even if you are sitting in basic economy at the back of the plane, the bin reads your bag's tag. The airline will silently charge the credit card you have on file for an out-of-zone storage convenience fee. They no longer make an announcement. They simply bill you $50 for crossing the invisible overhead border.
That is outright theft. I had no idea they could just charge my card for putting a bag in an empty bin. What about spinner bags? Everyone uses those four-wheel cases now.
That is secret number 5, the wheel tax. For years, gate agents generously ignored the 2 inches of wheels sticking out of the sizer bins. Not anymore. Airlines have instructed agents that wheels are the primary target for disqualification. If your bag body fits, but the wheels poke over the metal lip, they legally classify it as an oversized item. They know that 90% of modern luggage relies on spinner wheels, which means 90% of passengers are technically in violation the moment they step into the terminal.
Wow, they really have thought of every possible way to penalize us. What about the electronics I pack inside? Surely they do not care about what is inside the bag, as long as security clears it?
That is where gate agents and TSA are now working together. Secret number 6 is the hidden battery quota. While security checks for safety, gate agents are now monitoring the density reports sent over from the checkpoint. If your carry-on contains more than 2 high-capacity power banks or lithium-heavy devices, you are flagged as a high-density tech carrier. Gate agents will stop you from boarding, citing fire containment protocols in the overhead bins. You will be forced to either surrender your expensive electronics or step off the flight.
I travel with a laptop, an iPad, and backup chargers for work. That could literally strand me at the gate. Is there anything left they have not monetized?
Secret number 7 tackles the last frontier, your personal item. The foot space under the seat in front of you now has a pressure-sensitive mat. Before you even sit down, the flight attendants are checking their tablets. If your backpack spills over the designated underseat square by a fraction, the sensor alerts them. It is called the cabin footprint intrusion. They will march down the aisle, demand you pull the bag out, and hand it to a baggage handler right then and there. And yes, you will be billed a post-boarding gate check penalty.
It is absolutely terrifying how calculated this has become. You have saved me hundreds of dollars and a massive headache just by explaining the mechanics of these traps.
Knowledge is your only defense against this perfect machine. Next time you pack for a flight, remember that you are not just packing for a trip. You are preparing for an audit. Share this truth with anyone you know who is flying soon, because the airlines are counting on our silence.